Hello everyone, welcome you all to Sri Lanka Spotlight, hosted by Technobiz. Sawadee namaskar. Let me quickly brief to you what is Technobiz so that you have a better understanding what we do. Technobiz is established in 2005 and it is recognized as a resource center for the industries and technologies. We offer professional education and also the business services like exhibitions, conferences, trainings, and consulting services. So we cover a broad range of industry. Polymer and non-polymer is two segments that we offer our services to. I welcome you all to follow this our Technobiz virtual event. Go to our website. I think all of you be registered as the for this program via the virtualevents.technobiz.org. And I do invite all your colleagues as well to be part of this virtual events program. Let me give you a quick, short presentation on the what kind of virtual events Technobiz host, so that you have an idea. It's not just only Sri Lanka Spotlight, but also many others that you could participate. It's a short presentation, so there's a video. Please do watch it. So now you have a better idea what kind of virtual events Technobiz hosts. I welcome you all if you like to be our guest speaker or like to cooperate with any way that you benefit the industry. Yeah. So I welcome you all to be part of our journey, Technobiz journey. So let's look at the Sri Lanka Spotlight. Why we are doing this one? What is the purpose of it? The objective is promoting and disseminating the Sri Lanka expertise and innovations to local and global community. So I welcome you all to the Sri Lanka Spotlight. In this program, in each episode, I have different focus, different way of addressing it. Main contents of this program is we will have a technical research presentations, a business leadership conversations, innovations, patents, new products, good practices, success stories, startups, young entrepreneur stories, and also panel discussions. So we cover a broad range of issues in this Sri Lanka Spotlight by inviting these well-known, experienced Sri Lankan professionals and organizations they talk about their journey. So please do follow, please subscribe, and if if your colleague, we are welcome. All of you joined today. It means you already subscribed for this program, but I welcome all your team members, colleagues, join this program on a regular basis. If you miss the live session, you can always watch the session in record format on YouTube at Technobiz channel at Technobiz 2005. This is our handle code. Technobiz 2005 is the code. So please do watch all our past episodes or the future episodes if you're not able to join the live session. Or if you like to watch again and again, you're welcome to visit our Technobiz channel and watch it again. I'm pleased to inform you that Technobiz is going to host a International Congress on Polymer Processing, Polymer Sri Lanka, during the 20 and 21st February in Sri Lanka in Colombo. So more details will be announced soon, but this an objective is to bring the academic community and polymer industry, polymer processing, and also the industry technology suppliers together to update the latest developments in the polymers. We cover all rubber, plastics, polyurethanes, and composites, all aspects of the polymer industry. This is me, Peram Prasadra. I welcome you all to share any comments, suggestions, any remarks you have about our activities, and also I invite you to join the journey of Technobiz so that we be part of the positive change for country, for the business, and also for the personal growth. I'm pleased to introduce our colleague in Sri Lanka, Mrs. Yugandha Piyadasa. She's the main director of the Technobiz Sri Lanka. So feel free to reach out to her if you'd like to cooperate or if you have any ideas that can be partner work together as well. Okay, welcome you all to today's episode in the Sri Lanka Spotlight, hosted by Technobiz. And today's topic is very, very important. The topic name is Inculcate Zero Defect Mindset in Manufacturing. I think most of you, we heard of zero defect, but mindset is an important thing. And we're happy to introduce our speaker today is invited speaker, Mrs. Sakunthala Goonetilleke. She is Managing Director of the Institute of Total Quality Solutions based in Sri Lanka. It's a pleasure to have her. Let me quickly introduce our expertise. And I think she eats or breathes about quality. And she's been working in the industry for the last 20 plus years and specialized in the quality. And she's a trainer and consultant for the total quality management. And she was also former head of the quality assurance at Seat Kelani International Tires. She was a former head of the quality assurance of Atlas Axilla Corporate. And she's also vice president of Sri Lanka Association for Advancement of Quality and Productivity. You can see she has excellent credentials to talk about today's topic on the Inculcate Zero Defect Mindset in Manufacturing. So let's join in Mrs. Sakunthala to give a talk on the Zero Defect Mindset in Manufacturing. Let me ask her to share a screen.
Very good morning, everybody. I think today is a very nice day, right? We're going to talk about very important matter nationally and globally. Right? Inculcating zero defect mindset in the industry. Actually, today we are focusing on manufacturing industries, but this can be done in the service industries too. Since majority participants are from the manufacturing industry today, we are talking about these concepts, mostly focusing on the manufacturing setup. Right.
Right click, please. Right click and click next.
Yeah. Right. I will start the program today with a question, right? Actually, I don't know whether you all agree with me or not. I'm trying to do with this program with lot of questions, right? I will ask a lot of questions, but I know since it's a virtual session, it will be a little difficult to have a big conversation. But I'm very much in my all programs, I like to have a conversation and do the programs. But uh, if you want to ask any questions, you can stop me at any time. You can ask it. Don't want to wait until the program ends, right? Anyway, I will ask this first question from you. Are you a positive thinker or negative thinker? Right? Anyway, a lot of people will think, tell me, we are positive thinkers. So I know, since you're all engineers, you're managers, a lot of professionals, yes, of course, I also believe you're all positive thinkers. That's why you came to these positions in the industry. Anyway, if we think negatively, we always inside the box, and we will give up a lot of things, lot of opportunities for improvements, and also we will give up the things without giving the solutions, right? You may know that we can face the problem with three ways. First one is we can solve the problems with a good answers, right? With very good solutions, correct solutions. That is the first way. And second way is doing the wrong, giving the wrong solutions. That's also one way. And what is another way? Another way. Actually, by giving a good solution, that's also good because we can solve the problem. And also, by not giving any solutions, not giving a wrong solution is also a good thing. Why? Because you will get experience and also you will learn then how to do the correct thing. And then the last option is a very dangerous one. Why? Because if you are not giving any solutions, you give up the problem, you give up the thing, actually then you will end up with a big danger. Why? Because you are not doing anything, then the problem will be, sometimes it will be a disaster, in sometimes in your industry, in your department, in whatever actually in the country also it will be the same scenario, right? If we are not considering the problem as a problem, if we don't try to solve it, then it will be a problem. So that is actually that we can say it as a negative thinking. Negative thinking is a problem. It's always inside the box, right? You will limited with the not giving anything. You will limit it by doing the improvements, right? Actually, we always talk about the teamwork, right? So actually, with this positive attitude, we can work together and do something with big way, right? We can do a lot of things with the positive attitude of the team. But though we have this positive thinking, you still need something to make your ideas realistic, right? You may know about the suggestion boxes, right? In a lot of industries, there are suggestion boxes. There are Kaizen suggestion schemes, right? People will enjoy by giving their suggestions, but getting it to the realistic level will be a problem, right? So everybody, they can throw their ideas, but getting it to the realistic level, then you need the knowledge, you need the tools. Otherwise, though you have positive thinking, though you have very good attitude, it will be not useful if you don't know how to get it to the realistic level, right? Actually, today we are talking about this zero defect mindset. That also, to inculcate that zero defect mindset, you need good attitude, you need the knowledge about how we can inculcate that culture, and also, though you have attitude, though you have knowledge, then again, if you don't know how to practice those things, right? Then if you don't have that skills, then again, it will be a problem. So then to start anything, to initiate anything, you need attitude, knowledge, and skills. Right? I will try my best today in this forum, how you build up that attitude, how you gain that knowledge, how you sharpen your skills to inculcate this zero defect mindset in your industry. Okay, we will go to the history of this quality evolution. Right. You know, in the industry, we have started this quality concept with lot of initiatives taken by the military industries in the Second World War. A lot of things came in that quality concepts requirements, right? Then we have started this quality controlling concepts of all. What we have done in that quality controlling concepts, we have mostly focused on the product we have produced, right? Whether it is matching to the required specification or not, then we have, removed the the defective ones, and then we have we sold or we forwarded to the good product or services to the next the customer. That was the quality controlling concepts. It is more on focused on the product, right? So anyway, in this concept, what has happened, the cost was incurred till it's come to the when we come to the end product only we got to we will aware about the product defects, then we have to remove that product from the process, right? So lot of waste of the money and the resource, the materials, all our effort got wasted. Then the quality assurance system came in. We focused the 99.9% accuracy rate with the quality assurance concepts. Right? So entire supply chain management process were started from supplier to the customer. The all quality gates with the all quality gate concepts, that quality assurance system, right? So that also had the problems because 99.9% mean 1% defect rate, right? So I know actually a lot of industries, especially in tire industry, with we are very pride we are saying our defect percentage is 0.01, right? 0.1, like that we are telling. But when we consider about this defect rate in the surgery in a hospital, right? That means in all thousands surgeries, what will happen? 10 dead will be happen, right? Then in the aerospace, in the aeroplane, right? what will happen with the 1% of defect, right? 0.1% defect. Again, you can see the, some planes will be crash in the space, right? Aerospace. Then actually this Six Sigma concept came in, focusing 3.4 defects rate, defective parts millions per millions opportunities, right? But nowadays this advanced quality product planning concepts came in, focusing zero defects. Why? We know in this current world we have very big scarcity of the resources, materials, right? And also we face a lot of environmental issues, right? So once we produce something, if we produce the defects, what we have to do? We have to throw it to the environment. We have to we can do some recycling, but still we have to release it to the environment, right? So lot of environmental problems came in, and then this zero defect concept especially focused in the automobile industry, then the aerospace industry, and the space, and then the medical industries, right? But still we can, I don't know whether in this forum you all, you will be joining from different industries, but still you can get this concept, not to getting the zero level defects in overnight, but inculcating this zero defect mindset in your industry by getting this knowledge and starting practicing this concept, right? So always this quality should be built in. You can't achieve it by doing inspection. We know actually a lot of industries, especially manufacturing industries, after we producing the goods, so we do a lot of quality inspections, right? When we think about, when we see our way to the quality systems, allocating your manpower also for the quality assurance systems, you definitely you will tell us that you put the more focus to the end process, right? Why? Because you have to do a lot of quality controlling. You can't stop all the quality controlling activities also because you need it, but you have to get those concepts also into this advanced product quality planning concepts, right? With that, you can do a lot of improvements in your process. You can reduce your wastage, right? You can reduce your manufacturing cost. You can improve your people motivation, right? So then with that, you can do a lot of things to your environment also, and also the future sustainability in the industry, right? So that's what we are today. We have selected this topic. We will go to the next one. Right. These are the principles for zero defects. The four absolutes of the quality. Quality has to be defined as conformance to requirements. If we ask, actually I'm not going to ask what is quality, what is the definition of quality. I know, everybody knows this thing, right? But still, quality, when we are defining a product quality, then we have to get the function of that product, right? So with that only we have to define the conformance requirements, right? Then that means the customer requirements to be converted to the technical requirement, and then only we can measure it, right? So then we can say that by our production processes, customer requirement can be met, right? Then the system for assuring quality should be prevention, not correction, right? Why? Because then if we are giving some corrective actions, at that time also some cost has incurred. It wasted our resources, wasted our money, wasted our time, right? Time is the most important commodity in the world, right? So you can't, once time passes, you can't get it back. So everything is wasting if we are having our systems by focusing corrective approach. So that's what we are talking about to inculcate zero defect mindset. Your quality system should be the preventive approach, right? Then the performance standard must be zero defects. You may have all the companies may have the KPI system or the performance management system. How do you set your performances? How do you set your targets for year, right? We know for defects also, for defects or rework or whatever scrap, you are putting some targets, right? 0.001, 0.004, like that. Especially in tire industry, I know. The rubber industry, we put those targets, right? Then we are inviting for some defects, right? So that's what we are putting 001, 00001, like that. Right? But actually, our performance standard must be zero defects, right? Zero accidents, zero defects. Due to our time we have spent on this, right? Years and years we tried to do this thing, but our problem was not our systems, actually our mindset was the problem. So that's what today we are talking about, change in the mindset, right? That is not the that is not the target for zero defects. That is the target to change the mindset towards zero defects, right? So this performance, all the performance standard we have to set in the organization towards zero defects. So then the measurement of quality is the price. We are measuring our quality. How we measure our quality? By percentage, right? A lot of companies we do percentage, right? But if we want to set this the zero defect principles, then we have to measure our quality by money, by rupees and cents, right? So actually in my 21 years experience time, I have done it in the industry, right? We have converted into the rupees and cents, and we have seen the result. And the down the line people, especially the frontline associates, if they realize we are wasting this much of money, definitely they will give you their support to reduce the defect. Right? One thing I will tell you, actually, other thing we are doing in the industry as quality assurance managers, other production managers, right? We are not measuring this quality actually, right? We are measuring only the waste, only the scrap, right? But we are not measuring the rework. See, I know some industry, not the rubber industry, one ceramic industry. We visited very recently. 35% defect rate. 35% they do some rework, but their first time right quality is 65% only. Right? Imagine how that company will survive. Right? But the customer should pay. They can sell only that 65% of their goods, but they are spending money on that 100, right? They can't say that 35%, but customer has to do. Customer has to pay for that defective things also. That cost of poor quality also they have added to their products, right? Then they definitely they can't compete with the competitors with that kind of a scenario. So that's what actually we say is the measurement of quality should be price. You have to set the target with the prices. You have to measure the quality levels with the price. Right? Then only the people will aware about what they are doing in their processes. Right? Though it is a rework, it is definitely wasting your time and your money. Actually, it is double. Why? Because it is double. Right? First, they are spent the same resources for that. Then it is not in good quality. Again, they are doing rework. Then double resource allocated. Sometimes the energy, sometimes the people, I mean the man hours, right? We have to put to do the rework. So that's what we have to measure the quality, right, with price. I don't know how many of you are measuring the cost of poor quality, right? Cost of quality. Right? We will talk about this difference between cost of quality and cost of poor quality in next slides. But here, the inculcating this zero defect mindsets, these principles are very important. Quality has to be defined as a conformance to requirements. The system for assuring quality is prevention, not the corrective approach. The performance standard must be zero defects. Targets, you cannot put the numbers, but the numbers mean the percentages, 1% or 0.5%, 0.001, like that. You have to focus the zero defect concepts. The measurement of quality should be price. Now we see some fundamental elements of the quality management systems, right? So these are some activities we have practiced in our past. When we are getting some, when we are working in some companies, we initiated these activities, and we have taken, we got very good results. Initially, of course, we know it is very difficult. Being a quality assurance manager and head of quality assurance for last 20 years time, I know I have a lot of experience how the other people, even the senior management, even the colleagues, right, even the down the line people, the frontline associates, treating the quality assurance department, right? They always think that quality assurance department is a cost. Quality assurance is only filling the forms and reports. They're not adding any values to the business. If it's not understood by the top management, it is very difficult to inculcate the quality mindset among the people, right? First of all, I will discuss in next slides also the leadership role, that otherwise the company leadership should show quality is their fundamental requirement. Otherwise, it's very difficult to inculcate this quality culture, right? Anyway, to now, actually, I'm discussing this initiatives what we have done, and also you also sometimes may practice and taken some results. But in my past experiences, first of sample, first of product verification, right? First of product verification is very much important activity but I know it's very difficult to start, especially with the production operators. They may think it's additional work they have to do, because they are fully focusing on their numbers, right? They have to produce numbers. They have taken the target. They have given the target by their superiors. Then actually they have to focus it. They don't have enough time to first do this all checks and everything, right? So with that, I will ask one question. Actually, again, I'm asking question, but I not like previous time. I need some answers also from the audience. Why we need brake system in our vehicle? I need some answers.
Guys, if you can post it, you can post any responses in your question box, so I will read out for you.
Okay, sure.
Maybe you repeat the question for them one more time, please.
Why we need brake system in our vehicle, our car? Why we need brake? Anybody?
See, they're not able to open their audio, so it may be it's difficult now to other than posting the answers on the Okay, so that case, just proceed with the presentation.
Okay, sure. Okay, sure. Thank you. Right. A lot of people will tell me they need to control the vehicle, right? Prevent accidents, right? So stop the vehicle at a risk, right? Those answers definitely will be. Right? But I'm telling you, why you need a brake system to your vehicle? Why you want, again asking another question, why you want vehicle? For your mobility, for your past mobility. For your mobility, you can go, you can even walk, no? For your past mobility, you want vehicle. Then why you want brake system? Speed up your vehicle, only you need your brake system, right? If you aware, if you don't have very good brake system in your vehicle, you don't speed up your vehicle. To speed up your vehicle, you have to ensure you are having a good brake system. Our quality assurance system also same to this brake system. It is not there to stop your vehicle. It is not there to reduce your speed of your vehicle. It is there to help you to speed up your vehicle, right? So if you don't understand this concept, right, it's always very difficult to, establish the quality mindset, right? You have to have a very good brake system. In your vehicle, as your vehicle, if you want to speed up your vehicle, you need to have a good brake system. As same as in your business, if you want to go fast, if you want to speed up your growth, you need to have a very good quality management system in your company, right? So it's very good thing. It's very essential thing to understand the company from top to bottom. Even I know some company owners, they think this quality assurance system is there to stop the production. It's not that, right? It's always support you to speed up your processes, speed up your business, right? So with that, again, we will come to this slide, right? First of product verification. If our operators, if our other colleagues understand this concept, definitely they will do this first of product verification. Why this is important? What is this first of product verification? This very simple thing that when you are doing some changeovers or when you are starting your new product or new product line, I mean the starting some item, new item in your line, then you have to ensure your first of product sample is correct, that the process parameters and the product parameters are correct. Then only you can speed up your process. Right? Otherwise, what will happen? Right? Once you produce some number of items, you will get to know, okay, what is your dimension is wrong. Right? Sometimes your color is not okay. Right? Sometimes your your temperature is not okay. Then your vulcanization process has not happened correctly. Right? Your extruder width of this your extruder was not good. Then what happened? What will happen? You have to do lot of rework. Right? You have to. I know you have to behave in the shop floor. Everybody, you come and you are wasting your time to do unnecessary thing that you would avoid in the beginning of the process. But you didn't do that. So then again you have to waste your time. So it's very important, this first of product verification process. Right? To do that, actually QA department and especially the technical department should have a very defined, a very good system and standard operating procedures, and also they have to educate the team members how to do this. Then the quality checks embedded into the standardized work. Right? Again, it is linked that what I have explained now. It should be standardized work. Once they check the quality, they have to have very good standard operating procedures and also the specifications. Otherwise, they can't do that. And also, they have to have good knowledge and good training also to be provided. Right? If they see they mean the frontline associates, right? Frontline associates, the operators and helpers. If they see some abnormality, they should stop the process and they have to call for the next level to get the decision and restart the process. Reality, what is happening? What will happen? If it is not catching by the quality checker, our operators see they are producing until it's see by the quality operator, quality controller or quality assurer, right? But in this quality, in the fundamental requirement is in this quality management system, you have to build up the system and you have to educate the operators, especially the down the line people. If you see some abnormality, you have to stop. You have to empower your people to stop the process if you need. I know a lot of production managers, they are forcing only for the numbers, so then it will not happen naturally, right? So as I mentioned earlier, if you need to speed up your process, you have to respect to the quality standards, quality systems. Okay. Then segregation of non-conforming materials, suspected product. Actually, this is also to be happen from the top, the raw material level. Raw material, when we are doing some incoming inspection, if we see some non-conforming products or material, you have to separate it, right? And then in the process also, you have to separate it. In the end product also, you have to separate it, right? And then you have to act upon it. If it is a problem from the supplier end, you have to write to the supplier, then you have to activate your return processes, right? Then you have to get some action from them, right? In the process, if something happened, then you have to some non-conformity to your next process or the previous processes, then you have to follow up with your corrective actions. Then if it is happened in the end product, right? You have to see whether you have passed some material to the stores. Then you have to recall it, and then you should avoid to transferring it to the customer, right? So this kind of a system to be there in your process. Otherwise, what will happen? Your defect or your non-conforming product will go to the end customer, right? Actually, your quality system should be strong enough to catch this problem as earliest, not in the end of the process. Then, change management system. In my past experiences, I have lot of incidents, people, not following the change control processes. Sometimes they change the formula, especially in the Banbury, they change the formula, but it is not communicating to the extruder. Then extruder is running with the past process parameters, right? Once the defect rate is going up, right? Sometimes after 2 or 3 days back only they say, oh, we have done some changes. But you can do it very beautifully if you follow the change control process. What you have to do, right? Once you plan something, you have to think what is the impact of this change on my process, on my people, on my material, on my stocks, and on my machines and everything, right? So we normally say that if you change some material, man, machine, method, you have to follow the change control process. And also, if you have done some unplanned change, then also you have to follow the quality verification and you have to go through this change control management system. Why we have to do these things? We need to prevent some unnecessary and worse impact to the system and also the product and finally your customer. Right? That's what we do this thing. Actually, again, I have a very nice story by implementing this change management system, right? So in my experience in different companies, so once I need to implement this thing, even when I'm working as a consultant also nowadays, so change management system, again, people think this is a very big headache, right? So they don't want to do this thing. Why we have to fill this record, right? Why we have to do this thing? Like they are questioning. And also some people, after do all the changes, they just fill in the record, right? That is not the requirement. Actually, change control system should start from the beginning of the process, beginning of the change of the process. Right? When you are planning to do some change in your raw material, in that point you have to raise the change control note. Right? Everybody in the company, they are responsible to initiate that change control process once they do some changes. Changes may not all if it is negatively impact onto your product or your process, to your customer, to your environmental system, right? Then you have to do this change control process. The fifth one, control and verification of rework product, right? You know, when we are doing some production, some deviations will happen, right? You can't correct everything at a given time period. Sometimes you may produce your products for the OE market, right? So your customers are waiting in their assembly line for your products, right? So then at the time you have to get some decision, right? Not to stop it and correct it at the same time, but with the control, without doing any harm to your customer, to accept the existing level by putting some extra effort. That is called the deviation approval process. It should be happen with your customer approval if it is a OE product. If it is not a OE product, it should be happen with your marketing people acknowledgement or sometimes approvals. We know a lot of people, especially the production managers, right? What they do, they pass it. They pass it. It will cash in the. They post to quality assurance department also to pass it to the market. Then what will happen? It will cash in the customer complaint process. Sometimes customers will complain for this. So then big problem. At the time you tarnish your branding, right? So you can't get it back easily. But you can avoid it by doing very simple activity. Right? What I'm telling you, actually, in my this initiative, lot of time I told to my colleagues also, what you have to do, you have to pass this responsibility to quality assurance department by giving this thing. But even that they don't like to do this thing. Right? Why? I'm telling that thing that when they are putting some this deviation to a controlled document, so then the responsible people will get that responsibility by reducing the effect, negative effect, right? So we know that thing happens. Once you approve this deviation, once the customer complaints comes, also, first of all, we are keeping some traceability records, and then we see what this complaint comes for this due to this deviation approval. We can see that, right? But if we are not following these systems, everything will be messed up. Then I tell you with my experience, this control of verification or the deviation approval process also very essential process to the manufacturing industry. And next one is the Poka-Yoke, right? Poka-Yoke, it's very much linked to the failure mode effective analysis process also, FMEA also, right? With the Poka-Yoke, you can put some error proofing devices or the methods for your processes. But in your quality management system, right, you have to have this verification system whether this Poka-Yoke or error proofing devices are working accurately or not, right? Sometimes you put some Poka-Yokes, error proofing methodologies, but if it is not working properly, then again problem will arise, right? Then as you calibrate your equipments, right, you have to calibrate and you have to verify your Poka-Yoke systems are working properly, right? I do some again I can share my experiences. Some Poka-Yokes are there especially for the safety, right? Some safety bars, limit switches, right? What our operators are doing, they bypass those, right? Why? Because they feel this is, they have it is not supporting to their productivity, right? It is controlling their productivity, right? They can't speed up their production. It is hassle for them, right? So then they or they disconnect those devices. It is very wrong. As production managers, as the engineers, or your professionals in this industry, you have to train them and you have to tell them the importance of this Poka-Yoke or error-proofing methodologies. That is for their safety. That is for our customers' safety. That is for our machinery's safety. That is for our system's safety. So in the system also, right? You may have the very big ERP system, but you are bypassing some activities. So no use of getting those by, spending, millions. Sometimes you are spending millions and getting some systems, right? With lot of Poka-Yokes, with lot of error-proofing things, but you don't use those things. I can give plenty of examples in my career, right? So actually, it's this device verification, the error-proofing device verification is very much essential thing, right? With that, I have to tell you that calibration process also very much important. I will tell you one example and one experience again. In one audit, I catched I observed one specification was displayed. It is the tolerance was 0.001, right? It is 3 decimal points, the tolerance. Then just I told that engineer, okay, can we see your measuring equipment, right? So their measuring equipment was only 2 decimal places. So be mindful when you are doing something, right? When you define some specification, you should be able to measure it correctly, right? Otherwise, no use of define those things in your system. If you can't measure it, you can't verify it, right? So actually, apart from this Poka-Yoke, regarding this the calibration thing, I mentioned this thing. And also, again, this is a very important one. Once you develop your new product, new process, you should use the quality wall at a new product or equipment launch, right? What is this? We know in our processes, in our manufacturing processes, we introduced new products. Sometimes we modified our products. So at the time, we do a lot of changes in our processes. We do trials. We produce prototype. Then we produce the trial run. Then the commercial run. Like those lot of things happening, right? You produce some parts or some products for the field testing, right? So if those activities not known by your people, especially the operators, then a lot of problem will happen, right? You have to communicate those activities to your people very correctly. I will share you again one example or one experience, right? We produce some products. I can't say what is the product, right? So then the company, you will catch the companies and all, right? So I can't say those things, but we produce some products especially for some as a part approval, PPAP, right? We kept it and we put the numbers also, right? And put the labels also. But what has happened in the night shift, one operator or one supervisor, they found they don't have enough products to meet their target. They got those products also, and also they put it under, put it the FGTN and pass it to the stores, right? See what has happened. So that's what I'm stressing you. If you are doing some new product developments or some changes, you have to have very good communication with your all responsible team members, right? Get them also involved in this kind of activities, right? So then you will feel very easy to do the things, first time, right? Otherwise, you may put lot of efforts, lot of resources to do the things again and again. Right? So these are some fundamental elements of our quality management system that but I have seen, but it may be you may have seen lot of things. Actually, I just put but I got the very good results by doing these things in the shop floor and the processes, right? So just I put those 7 activities, but it may having lot of activities, right? You can write lot of things. It's around, I can't count it, right? So why I put these things, I had some experiences, very bad experience also sometimes. Without following these things, we got very negative results, right? So anyway, our responsibility is to implement these things in our processes. It is not an easy task. It is very difficult task. We know that. So to do that, actually, first of all, we have to educate our people from top to bottom, right? That is essential. That is essential, right? Okay. Right. To do this defect prevention approach, in this defect prevention approach, these 3 things are very important. First one is leadership and culture. We have to see when we are actually we told this zero defect mindset is a cultural change, right? To do this cultural change, whether our leadership do or whether our leadership play their role, right? It's very important, right? Do we create the right environment to support our zero defect goal and engage everyone, right? We have to start it from the top management, leadership, right? So we know sometimes if we don't understand this requirement correctly, right? Then as example, if leader says, okay, this is okay, actually these days we are having huge market demand, you pass it, right? So then what will happen? Then our zero defect mindset will be, right, vanished. So the leaders should show their leadership and their requirement. This as their requirement. They should give their leadership to inculcate this as a strategic requirement. Quality should be a strategic requirement of the company, right? So then we have to see, first of all, we have to see do we create the right environment to support the zero defect goal and engage everyone. We have to get everybody's involvement. Quality is not a quality is not only the quality assurance department's job. it is for everybody. Quality is everybody's responsibility, right? It should be even the security guard, even the tea maker, they also should be focused this one, right? Everybody should focus this thing. Once you start, I mean, here we are having a lot of manufacturing people, but once you go to a hospital, if the security guard is not treating you well, he is not supporting you to park your vehicle, what you will think, right? So that's what everybody's engagement, everybody's involvement is required, right? So second one, organizational capability, right? We are going to inculcate the zero defect mindset, but we have to see, do we know how to use these tools effectively? I told you, we are having, though we are having our attitude toward this zero defect mindset, if you don't know the tools, if we are not use it effectively, then it is a problem. So then you have to improve the capability of your organization, right? Sometimes we know lot of the professionals, they don't get enough training. They don't have enough any time to go for the training even, right? Sometimes they think that if they go to that training program, this shop floor will be a big problem, right? They can't meet their target. They always think the short-term requirements. But as professionals, as engineers, as managers, you have to think about your own growth, your own capability improvements. Sometimes we know some companies are not giving the opportunities to develop your capabilities, but some companies are giving, right? So at the time also, if you are not willing to get that opportunity, it will be a big problem, right? So it is very badly affecting your career. So get that opportunity and understand your organizational capability as well as your own capability, and do you have your knowledge to use these tools effectively. Otherwise, you have to improve that skill. Then technical capability. We are having the leadership, we are having the capability, and then again our technical capability also a problem, right? Do we have the right tools to prevent the creation of defects, right? So if sometimes we are analyzing defects, right? We always blame to the people. This person is not putting this one correctly. If he's there in the shop floor or the shift, always problems are coming, always defects are generating like that. But the problem is somewhere else. We are not seeing the problem. Sometimes we are not technically capable. Our methodologies are not technically capable. Our formulas are not technically capable, right? Our processes are not technically capable to meet our requirements. So we have to think that also, right? So defect prevention approach is coming with this three clusters: leadership culture, organizational capability, technical capability. With this, if these three requirements are blended together, only this zero defects culture will be inculcated, right? Only if we are having only one part, we cannot do this. It should be blended together. These three requirements should be blended together, right? This one actually very much important slide for this thing. I have taken this slide. Recent past, we are doing some training program for advanced product quality planning. Actually, it's conducted by another trainer, well-known trainer in the automobile industry, automobile, aerospace, and space industry. With his permission, I have taken this slide to explain you the tools of this the defect prevent approach, right? So when we consider this product life cycle, right? How this product life cycle starts: product design, process design, and then production and service design. That means you are designing your product, then to do or execute your product, you design your process. Then after you do your sales, or you pass it to your customer, then production and services you have to manage, right? Because you have to get some customer complaints, then you have to resolve it. That part is covering by product and services. Product designing, process design, and production and services. Here, this product designing and process designing, this part, when we apply this advanced product quality planning tools, this level, then you have to deal with these tools: design FMEA, process FMEA, then control plan, measurement system analysis, capability, process capability analysis, especially the statistical process controlling, then error proofing, Poka-Yoke, then this controlling, sorry, problem solving, then problem solving, right? How we can, I will little bit elaborate on this thing. Once we will see in our new product development, right? Sometimes you may design a part for OE market. As example, we are manufacturing a tire for Toyota company, right? Toyota company will give you, I need a tire for this vehicle with this requirements. Then when you are designing, you can get that design input from Toyota company, and then you start your product design. Right? Then accordingly, you have to design the process also to get this product for them. Here, this once you produce this prototype, then the trial run, then the mass production. Likewise, first of all, you have to do the part approval process that we call PPAP, production part approval process, right? What you have to do with considering all these customer requirements, you have to produce that part or the tire, then you should send it to the approval process, right? In that approval process, you have to follow a lot of steps by giving or to give the specific customer requirements, right? Especially this OE market, they will give you the specific customer requirements. You can't produce this tire to your own standards. You have to match it with the customer requirements. Right? They see with this PPAP document whether you have produced that tire with their specific need or not. With that only they will approve that. Then only you can start your commercial run. Okay. To get your order, then you have to show your process having this kind of tools. Design FMEA. Once you design your product, right, then what are the errors what are the failure modes happens in the designing process, right? You have to do the design FMEA for that, failure mode effective analysis for that. Actually, it's a lengthy process, and also, I mean, it's very difficult me to explain everything in this slide within very shorter time of period. Actually, we have done this program for 3 days as a 3 days program, but I'm giving you a little bit insight for this thing, especially these requirements for the zero defect concepts. Right? Then the process FMEA. We told you that we are always considering the defect preventive approach, right? In the process, what are the failure modes effect to this product fail, process fail, product fail. So that is called process FMEA. And also another one called system FMEA, right? To check these processes, we are putting some systems, right? Like maybe our quality systems, maybe our testing methods, maybe our calibration process, right? So then how we can mitigate that failure modes in our system, that is we call system FMEA. Then we identified all these failure modes and preparing the control plans, right, to mitigate this failure mode effects, right? So then with the measurement analysis system, we can see how we are varying, right? How we are varying our measurement system and how it is affecting to our final product. And also going forward with our commercial run, how we measure our process capability with the statistical process controlling, right? And how we avoid the errors by putting some error proofing methodologies like Poka-Yoke, right? So then the process control, right? Going forward, how we control our processes, right? Whether we are running with our specific levels, are we deviating, right? If it's deviate, right, then the problem comes, right? How we solve the problems, right? How we solve the problem solving methodology is coming to this area. So this is the core defect prevention approach, right? We have taken it to a one slide, and you can understand what are the core tools we have to learn to inculcate this zero defect concepts. It's starting from product designing, right? It is starting from product designing level. Then you have to have a knowledge about APQP tools. APQP tools mean this PPAP, then the FMEA, measurement system analysis, then the Poka-Yoke, then the SPC, statistical process controlling, and then especially the problem solving. Right? It's very much important. It's very much important, the problem solving. So, not only in the original equipment parts manufacturers, other companies also can use this concept, especially in their product development stage, right? New product development processes. Right. Next one. How this you know, I mean, we are having lot of excellence models, right? Operational excellence model. Some are lean, Six Sigma, then the total quality management, total TPM, total production systems. But just I thought to talk about little bit about this TQM house also, how it support to inculcate this zero defect mindset, right? Because we talk about these tools, anyhow we have to execute this thing, right? So in the execution we need to start the things in somewhere else, right? Otherwise we are doing only the planning, we don't do it, we know, I mean, we have good attitudes but we don't know how to initiate. That is a big problem in the industry, I have seen, right? Lot of our engineers, lot of our managers, they have knowledge, but doing it in the shop floor is a problem. Getting other support is a problem. Market this concept is a problem, right? That is there. Sometimes a lot of people, the managers, they tell me that we know these things, but actually once we put it to the management, they are not agreeing to do this. That is not management fault, actually. That is our fault. We don't know how to market these things. Market mean how to promote these things, right? So that's what I thought that I have to discuss this point also in this forum. This is called TQM house, right? TQM house. In all companies, we have our vision to customer, employee, and environmental satisfaction. Previously, we talk about only the customer satisfaction, right? But without satisfying our employees, we can't satisfy our customer. Why? Because they are the people who is treating to the customer, right? So first of all, we have to look after our own house. Then you cannot. Then only you can see, or you can treat your customer with, right? So, and also this environmental satisfaction also came to the picture because in current world we have lot of environmental problems. In this TQM house, they have included this environmental satisfaction also to the company vision. If somebody follows the TQM rule, TQM concepts, then their vision should be included this customer, employee, and environment, right? So then this is the vision. Then the company should have the goals and strategy. We will stop here, then we will go to the bottom. Right? Company should have the proper organization structure. Right? Company should have they have the proper roles and responsibilities for everybody in the company. Right? Then they have to have a good technology, intrinsic technology, adequate technology in the company. And also, this is very, very important, motivated, empowered, knowledgeable, skillful people we have to have in the company. Right? So, if not, we should develop their capabilities. Sometimes we don't put the right person to the right seat, right? Some people don't like to do some jobs, right? So without their willingness, right, that results will not come. But without identifying those things, we do a lot of internal transfers. We put the production people to the engineering people to the marketing, right? But sometimes people may have their professionalism is, in the professional qualification in some field, their capability will be in other field. We have to identify those. Right? That is also a very important factor here. Right? So motivated workforce should be there to, inculcate the TQM concepts. Not only TQM, in everything. Right? Every improvements or new initiatives we do, we need the motivated, empowered, skillful, capable people having right attitude. Right. So then in this 3 columns we have the concepts, techniques, and promotional vehicles. In the concepts, we have to think we should produce for our market. We can't produce whatever the thing we can do, right? We have to give the products for the market requirement. And also we talk about the customer satisfaction, right? We have 2 types of customers, right? One is the end customer, the next one is the internal customers. To satisfy your end customer, you should treat your next process owner as your customer. In your company, you may have a lot of interdepartmental relationship activities are there. Purchasing department, the purchasing manager should think the production manager as his customer. Then only he will deliver the right raw material or right product at the right time. Otherwise, if he thinks that getting material is his job, no, raw material, the production manager, no, but then it will be a big problem. Always to cater your end customer, then you need to satisfy your next process owner as your customer, right? Then PDCA cycle. You have to, in every activities, you should follow this PDCA cycle. And within a big activity also, some sub PDCAs will be there, right? Plan, do, check, that. You have to follow that. Then fact and data. You can't take decision with your gut feeling, with your experience. You have to focus your facts and data, right? Facts and data. If I ask some question that again, how the company will success? How company will success? By getting the right decision. Right? To get the right decision, you need data and facts, right? So it is very important. Then process oriented. Everything we do, we have to have a process. We have to be very much process oriented. And also standardization, right? But whatever we do, inspection or production, we have to standardize our process. That is not killing the creativity. I'm not talking about this. By doing this standardized, you can't do your creative and innovative thing. But we have to do some standardization. Otherwise, you can't keep the stability, right? Then preventive approach, we talk about that. So these are the concepts in TQM model we have to believe. From top management to frontline associates, we have to believe these concepts. Then we have to have this techniques or technical knowledge on these subjects. 7QC tools, statistical process controlling, ECRS, elimination, combine, reduce, and simplification, quality circles, FMEA, measurement system analysis, AD problem solving. I just put only some techniques here. I mean, you have plenty of techniques you can put. So you have to have not all essential techniques you need to get on the knowledge and experiences. Then you believe the concept, you know the techniques, then you have to initiate the things. Those are we call promotional vehicles, right? It is starting from policy management. Policy management means setting the targets and setting the goals for all departments and individually, right? So I'm not going to the detail, right? You know, I hope your companies will do the goal setting process. In the goal setting process, what we do setting company goals first, then we cascade down into the departmental level, right? What this daily management do? Once we set the target, right, we have to frequently monitor it. Otherwise, you don't know where you are going. It's like a dashboard, right? You have to see your dashboard in daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, in departmental level as well as the individual level. Then you know your targets. Then with the daily work management, you know where are you now. Then if you are having some deviations, if it is under your control, you can solve it with your self-management team. But if it is not there, then you should have a forum for cross-functional management. Right? That means your managers, your department head should have the cross-functional management activity. In the daily work management, if you don't have the capability to resolve some problem among yourself, then you have to escalate it to the cross-functional team. With the same table, in the same table, if the technical manager, production manager, quality manager, supply chain manager, HR manager, if every team member are there, then they can get the solution very fast. Otherwise, what is happening? Right? You know APC's AC, PC, CC culture? Yeah? AC, PC, CC culture. AC means the manager or the department head, they are in an AC room. AC. What is PC? Now actually nowadays not PC, it is laptop now. PC, right? The computer, right? Doing everything by computer. CC means putting CC, mail CC to everybody. CC, AC, PC, CC culture. They are in a very compartment mentality, right? We have to get rid of that and we have to get them to the cross-functional management. Then they should come to the single forum, single table and resolve the problem then and there. It will be very effective. It will be very effective. When I'm doing some consultancy, when I'm guiding some people, actually I got very good results by putting this daily work management and cross-functional management concepts. Very senior managers, they talk about very high on this effectiveness of this daily work management and cross-functional management activities. Right? So then, what is this bottom-up activities? If some deviation we identified in this daily work management, something we can pass to the frontline associates also. We need their support. We know a lot of companies, they do 5S by the managers, right? Kaizen by the managers. Those are not for you. Those are for your frontline associates. It should be, that's what we call it as the bottom-up activities, right? Kaizen, quality circle, 5S and safety initiatives, sometimes the standardization also for the frontline associates. Right? So again, when we get the connectivity, right, The daily work management will identify some things, there are some deviations or some problems we can solve by putting our 5S right. With some Pythons, we can initiate some quality circles and find the solutions, right? So these bottom-up activities, always we have to empower our team members, our frontline associates, right? This 5S, Kaizen, quality circles, these activities are very much connecting to our daily work management process. I will explain it further in the next slide. Right. This is the self-management team and the daily work management process. Right. So we know in all departments you have the target and your KPIs. Right. So you have to show that those KPIs to your next levels. Otherwise, they don't know where they have to go, right? They are the people, they are only bring you to the required position or required level, required target. Machine operators, if the machine operators meet their targets only, you will meet their production target, right? If machine operators know the quality level, then only you can meet your quality level. You can meet your cost of poor quality. You can reduce your cost of poor quality target, right? Without that, you cannot meet your targets. You can't do it alone, right? If the frontline associates meet or they have done their job properly, then the next level will meet their target. If the next level meet their target only, then the supervisors will meet their. Supervisors do that, then the managers do that, then the company level or the CEO will meet, right? So that is how the KPIs system should monitor them, right? But we know some companies, they setting the targets, so then they don't know monthly, they don't do the monthly or daily reviews. So in end of the year, but they do. Oh, you don't have the increments. You do this. You have done this mistake, that mistake, right? You have done all these quality defects. So then you don't get the annual increment, or you don't get the bonus like that. Right? You can't say that. As responsible managers, right? You have to have a proper mechanism to review this infrequently, right? You are the people as leaders, you are the responsible people to get them to the target, make them to meet the target, make them to go beyond the target. That is your responsibility, that is your capability. You are not here to tell or give all the excuses, oh, we can't do this, we cannot do this, right? We could meet this target because of the people, their bad attitudes and all. Right? In TQM culture, you can't put the fingers, point the fingers to your operators. That is your failure. If managers putting the fingers or pointing out the subordinates, that's their leadership. That's their problem. Right? So this is a very important tool, this self-management team, empowering your people with this self-management team or daily work management process. Right? It is very, very important, and it is very, very focal point in the company because it's that this is the only forum you can get their support, and you can center everybody into this one, and you can use this as a dashboard, right? It will be a very healthy activity. Then you can know, you will get to know where you are going, right? What you are doing, right? What are the deviations you have? Then only you can solve your problem. If you practice this only, you will identify your problems. If you don't identify your problems, then you don't know problems are available or not, right? First of all, you have to get to know, you should know the problems are there, right? So in the top management, actually they don't aware about the problems happening in the ground level. They only know around 5 to 10%, right? Supervisor level, they know around 50%, but operator level, they know everything, right? So that's what we have to get their support. Otherwise, right, you can't do. Okay. I'm not going to talk about the 5S here, but actually in this TQM house, we discussed the bottom-up activities, Kaizen, daily work management, and then the safety initiatives, quality circles. So just I put this this one. You know the 5S concept. Why 5S we require? We need, right? It is making environment to surface out the problems. If you do good 5S, you can identify the problems, right? For that you have to do the 5S. You mean you have to encourage your team members to do the 5S. They should feel by doing this 5S, right? Keeping the things in right place, right? It will be support to their productive process. It will improve their efficiency, right? It will reduce their effort, right? So then only they will do the 5S. 5S is not putting lines and putting labels and all. It should link to your KPIs. 5S should support to deliver your productivity, improve your productivity, improve your quality, improve your delivery time, improve your people morale, right? Improve the safety of your environment in your factory, right? So this PQCDSM should improve by applying 5S. Then enhance employee involvement with Kaizen. As I explained earlier, down the line people know everything. Everything means they are touching and handling one by one products, right? So they go and see the reality in the shop floor. They are in the shop floor and they know the lot of things, lot of processes, lot of deviations. So then the malfunctions, right? So those things. Then if we are not empower them or not getting their involvement to this improvement process, they will tell only the problems to you. We know actually when we are going for the training even, they are initiating the process with telling only the problems. Then I'm asking them, then who should find the solution? They think management. They tell me the management. Who are the management? Right? Finally, we have to do the things. Right? We got this employment to resolve the problem, not only highlighting the problems. Right? If we empower our bottom line people, they will resolve 70% of your problems. With this little improvement, this Kaizen, 5S, quality circles, they can solve a lot of problems with their involvement. Right? That is your capability and your skill to get their involvement. promoting this Kaizen activity in your company, you can do that. Right? In some companies, you can say that Kaizen wall, Kaizen bank, that Kaizen evaluation system, then the recognition system, but you have to do it very truly, right? Very transparent manner. Otherwise, if you do something to motivate your people, other people cannot be demotivated. Right? You have to balance it very well. You have to balance it very well. Otherwise, it will be affecting very badly. Right? So this is one thing. And next, we talk about the problem solving and quality circle activities. Right? So actually, we have a lot of methodologies for problem solving, right? We do quality circles, we do CFTs, we do Six Sigma teams, we do lean teams. Everybody, wherever, whatever tools used, they do only the problem solving. But here, just I thought that I will discuss about this 8D. It is very popularized by Ford Motor Company in 1960 and 1970. Actually, nowadays this 8D methodology is very much popular in auto and electronic industries, and also it was the standardized as MIL STD standard 1520. That is the corrective action and disposition system of non-conforming materials. Under the military standard, it is standardized as a methodology for problem solving. Right? This 8D discipline first standardized by the US government during the World War II, right? As a problem solving methodology. So you also can use this thing. Actually, this, as I told you, that there are a lot of methods to solve the problem. Actually, finally, it is under PQ-CDSM cycle. That PQ-CDSM, PDCA cycle, PDCA cycle. That PDCA cycle is plan, do, check, at stages is further breakdown, done the breakdowns, and then the small they are putting some elaboration on these activities, core activities, and then they taken it as a 8D methodology, then the 12 steps, 7 steps, like that. A lot of methodologies are there for the problem solving. Here, just I will go to this one. Under the 8D approach, once we identify the problem, establishing the team, then the problem description, that means we identify the problem correctly, right? It is very important. Without identifying the correct problem, you cannot resolve the problem, right? Then the containment action. Containment action is very much important. It is the immediate action we have to take to mitigate the effect of the problem, right? So that is, we cannot wait till resolve this problem 100%, right? In the temporary basis, we have to give some action, right? As example, if your tire is manufacturing with the flash, right? So if you need to send it to the OE line or the customer, right? So you have to put some containment action. You cannot send with that flash. What you are doing, you cut that flash by putting some extra manpower. That is the containment action. Then you are taking some time to analyze the root cause. Then with the root cause, you are deriving the corrective actions, and then you have to validate the corrective actions and prevent the occurrence. by putting some standardization and then verify and congratulate the team, right? Once you solve the problem, you can say we have saved this much, we have achieved this much, like that, but get the verification from the third party, and then we can mm, uh, we can treat the team. Actually, they have to, I mean, they have done something, then we can recognize that team. That is the 8th step, right? Methodology. This is one example, just I put you to, I mean, understand how they do this A3 problem solving, right? It's also a very, I mean, popular problem solving methodology. Understanding the background, current conditions, then the target or target condition, goals or target conditions, then analysis, then proposed countermeasures, right? Then the implementation plan, the follow-up. Likewise, so this is the A3 problem solving storyboard. Right. So up to this, what I have done to inculcate the zero defect mindset, we told we need the leadership, then we need the company, the capability and the technical capability. So here I have explained what are the company requirements and the capability, how we can improve the company capability to inculcate this zero defect mindset. You can't do it in overnight, right? So you have to initiate something, and as a journey, you have to put some milestone, you have to initiate something and get people involvement and start the things, right? So by doing these things, right, like this quality circles, the 5 ways, then the Kaizen, and also the safety initiatives, right? Standardization. Then especially you have to center these things to the daily work management process. Then that process will be, as a robust process, it will run in the organization. Otherwise, you may start something, it will be not sustained, right? So you can avoid that stoppage by putting this thing to the daily work management process, right? With my experience, I'm telling you, this is very important. This daily work management process is very, very much important activity in the company, especially in the manufacturing company, right? Here, again, we are talking about this error grouping or the mistake grouping or the zero defects thing. So to do that, if we empower our people, they will introduce themselves with these Poka-Yoke techniques, mistake grouping. Actually, when after we do our FMES, failure mode effective analysis, then we can identify a lot of mistake grouping activities when we get it to the control plan level, right? So these are some mistake grouping techniques. We can eliminate some malfunctions. We can prevent, we can replace, we can facilitate, we can detect, and we can mitigate. These are the Poka-Yoke techniques for mistake grouping, right? See, again, this is, we can eliminate by writing, I mean, by putting this barcode, we can eliminate writing the numbers, and I mean, some mistakes happens in writing in the numbers, right? So we can eliminate it. We can reduce the manpower involvement by putting probos, right? So we can by putting this plug tops in a correct way, we can avoid the mistakes, right? Just putting warnings. You can aware this problem. You can stop things doing. Likewise, these are some examples for this: eliminating, preventing, replacements, facilitation and detection, mitigation, Poka-Yokes. So, these are some prevention-based Poka-Yokes. These are some detection-based Poka-Yokes. What is this prevention and what is this detection? Prevention is avoiding the generation of defects. Detection is it is detecting before going to the next step, right? As examples, prevention devices, pins, control locators, proximity electric sensors, right? Limito microswitches, warning lights, buzzers, right? So those are preventive. Pressure sensors, vision systems, right? So then you can prevent the generating of defects or errors. These are some detection based Poka-Yokes, right? Electronic sensors, color coded parts, right? Contact devices, fixtures, limit switches, non-contact devices, right? LEDs, as example, LEDs things, pressure sensors, vision system. You know, I mean that in the tire industry, in our assembly machines, there are some guideline system, right? You can maintain your symmetricity. I mean, by putting the layers and layers that all the plies in the pneumatic tire industry. If somebody is there, you can understand that you have the symmetricity is very important, right? In the tire industry. So when you are laying the plies and other materials on the drum, then your light system will guide you, right, to avoid the things, right? That is one prevention one. And also, if it is you put some thing is there, then it will detect by looking at that light. Then the laser light system will guide you to detect it, right? So that those are some Poka-Yokes in the industry. So what we can improve by putting Poka-Yokes, common variabilities. These are some common variabilities, right? Missing operations, processing errors, inappropriate procedures, missing parts, missing information, wrong parts, damaged materials, improper tool setup, human errors. We can reduce those things by putting correct error-proofing methods, right? As these things, like when they have to drill this plate, right, up to this level, but actually no control. It is go beyond the level. By putting this handle, they put this control. Then again, this limit, by putting this limit switch, they have further improved warning Poka-Yoke. This is stop Poka-Yoke. This is warning Poka-Yoke. These are examples here, right? This is also one Poka-Yoke, sensor systems, right? This is another detection and elimination system. If it is not matched to the standard weight or standard dimension, then it is removing from the line. right? It's not going to the next level, next process, right? Actually, these are some advanced Poka-Yokes, but actually some very simple Poka-Yokes we have known our industry, especially soap manufacturing industry. In the soap line, the packaging line, some packets are going without soap piece, right? Actually, the all engineers try to find the solution, but end of the, I mean, one operator came and he told that I can find the solution. Then they asked, what is your suggestion? He told that we have to put the fan, right? Air fan. Then they put it, and very easily they found the solution for that. Likewise, actually, we can do with the people involvement, we can do it very simply. Here also, I put some type of equipments, right? Here also, you can go to the net and you can identify a lot of Poka-Yokes in the industry, error proofing. Some industrial examples here. Then how we can identify the missing bolts, right? How we can identify the groove. Likewise. Here also. Right. So if I conclude my session today, we discussed about the zero defect mindset. Right? To inculcate that zero defect mindset, it's very important to have a right attitude, right knowledge, and right skill. Right? So then again, we should have a leadership, then the company capability, organizational capability, and the technical capability. So I have given some knowledge about how we can improve this leadership involvement, and then the company level capability, and also the technical capability, right? So with that, I hope you have taken some knowledge to how we can inculcate the zero defect mindset in the industry, especially in the manufacturing industry. It's very important. Why? Because I mean, we know everybody, we are under cost pressure, right? We are under cost pressure. So we have to overcome that situation. We have to come up come up and perform our company's well. So to do that, actually, we should be able to implement or initiate these kind of things. Otherwise, every day we will tell only the problems. Right? We will tell only the problems, right? Okay. So I think, as in the beginning, I told you, if you need to speed up your vehicle, you should have the good brake system, right? I think with this session, you will improve your brake system in your vehicle, and you have taken some insights to improve your systems and your processors, right? So now I hope if you have good brake system, you can go speed, right? You can speed up your vehicle. Anyway, with the good brake system, you can speed up your vehicle. Then I wish you happy journey, right? Happy journey. Anyway, you can ask the questions also now. I think, Farah.
Wow, thank you very much. I think it's very, very informative presentation and eye-opening, and I think I do request every owner of the business must watch this session to change their mindset first. I think that, as you said, leadership role is very, very important. To get into this zero defect mindset, and particularly the manufacturing side. And most importantly, your statement is very, very important. You must have a good braking system to speed up and to go faster, and in terms of business as well. Yeah, fantastic. And also you talked about, you know, AC, PC, CC, which we need to get rid of it. I think we actually, that is, we're living in that kind of world now. AC, PC, not PC anymore, maybe LP or what you call laptop computer, LC. We should change AC, LC, CC, or mobiles. Yes, right, right. Sakunthala ji, it's a really wonderful presentation, and every engineer, every factory manager, and also the owners of the business must practice what you mentioned here today, and how to inculcate a zero defect mindset. And you have given lots of tools, which they should go back and you know, look into their own system, you know. And I have a couple of questions here. I'm going to show on the screen, and I'll read for you. Okay, is it all right? I know that it's long, and maybe have some water first. Would you like to drink some water? Okay, let me show you the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, what we can learn from Japanese organizations about the zero defect mindset. I think they are the ones that examples are benchmark for all of us to follow. Is it right? Yeah.
Yes, actually, in all the systems, even the Japanese system, even the English system, we can learn about this zero defect mindsets, right? This, especially these APQP tools, talk about this. I told you this FIFO tools, right? FIFO tools, right? Especially this automobile industry, the Japanese organizations mean when we get the Toyota follows this 4-5 tools: APQP, this FMEA, then the this SPC, then the MSA, right? PPAP. Those activities they follow. These are the core tools. Then definitely we can learn from the Japanese organization for zero defect mindsets. Right? Especially the zero defect mindsets came from the space and aerospace, the medical and the automobile industry. Since the Japanese organizations are very popular to the automobile industry, definitely we can learn a lot for the zero defect mindset.
Okay. This is mostly SMEs have more defect issues compared to the large scale industries due to lack of resources, skilled manpower, and also incentives. What are your recommendations for SMEs? I think this is challenging for
Actually, this is challenging questions, but I don't know if when I'm give my answer very directly. I request you all, or somebody is getting hurt. It is very sorry, but lot of SMEs, right? When we are considering the country's economy, it should be 60% should be representing by the SMEs at least. That is the developed countries, it's like that. But when we are considering Sri Lanka especially, it's not that. SMEs, they are not getting support from even the government, even the society, even the in the economic framework, they are not getting any support. But still, they can't stop their businesses.
Yeah.
But in some organizations also, especially the company owners, they themselves not understanding this quality requirement properly. They want to reduce their cost by not treating people very well, not treating people by putting some inferior materials, right? But by putting some, especially some without paying their good pay, and sometimes the EPF, also, right? They are not respecting the regulations even. That is not the case, right? That is not the case. Actually, if you are saving some money by doing these activities, then again, if something happens, right, you have to spend lot of money to overcome that situation. That company owners especially should understand this SMEs, especially in Sri Lanka. I don't know, other countries also it's same. The SMEs, they are the people, they need this quality, right? If they don't like to spend on quality processes, if they not spending the cost of quality, right? They don't bear this cost of quality, their cost of poor quality will be very high. Right? So then I request all SMEs to have their proper structure in the company, identify the critical processes, identify the critical positions. You recruit somebody for that. Of course, you have to spend some money for their salaries and all, but you will gain lot. You will gain lot. Without doing that, you are losing so much of opportunities in the industry. That's what our lot of SMEs are come up to some level, then again they can't go beyond that. Especially in this recession period, we have seen lot of SMEs are closing down. Why? Because they don't develop their people, right? So they don't actually. I can talk about this topic for days and days, but I have having limited time. I will stop here. You have to understand, as leadership team, as owner of the company, you have to believe quality. You have to spend some money for that, but you will gain a lot. That's what I can tell you.
Very much true. And also government should give more support to this kind of SMEs because they contribute huge amount to the economy. And of course, I think it's say with the SMEs, they would like to have a good quality, but they have problem with the financial issues, right? Banks getting a loans or other things, so they have their own challenges. From outsider, we think, yeah, we understand the cost of quality is very important. The cost of poor quality is very high expense to deal with it. But they look at the day-to-day basis survivors among these companies, and
short-term profit. If they focus on short-term profits, actually, they can't run their businesses long-term. That's the problem.
True. So, but the government should also put in a hand into them, to give a guidance for it. Yeah. So, well said. Yeah. Well said.
Yes, ma'am. Here, actually, I have to mention something also. I'm not representing any party here, but actually, nowadays we can see our industry ministry is very much active, and they are doing a lot of things, especially for these automobile manufacturing companies. We are promoting these days IATF certificate. That is the certificate we can get for this, especially for this automobile part manufacturing company. It is IATF 16,000 certificate. So that is actually if somebody gets that certificate to the company, that expenses 50% expenses will be reimbursed from the industry ministry.
That's good.
For the Sri Lanka, especially some Sri Lankan team members are there, then that message should go to the industry.
Yeah, so the auto component manufacturers have an opportunity to get support from the government in getting the certificate. Some of the costs can be borne by the government itself. Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Thanks for the input on that. Okay, let's look into this one. Yeah. You talked about this. I think this is an important issue. Poor communication among the team members is one of the key problems related to the product defects. And how to overcome this, who should take lead in this, handling this. And also, very well about the personal emotions among the team and management is also an issue. It's never be a fair deal. Whether boss could be biased to someone or somebody favorable to some. So this is also a factor, I guess, right? In the quality issue. Yeah.
Yes, fair. Here I believe this should be led by the quality assurance department, but quality assurance department should be supported by the top management, right? Top management should show their requirement on quality. Then only the production team, especially the manufacturing team, will get that message, right? If some company is questioning about the customer complaint from the quality assurance manager only, it will be a killer, right? QA manager is not producing.
Right.
QA manager is not producing the products, so the production manager is producing, right? Then they should question the production manager as well as the QA manager, not catching it within the system, right? QA manager should answerable for the system, but producing that defect should be answerable by the manufacturing team. That's how the leadership team should deal with this quality thing. Otherwise, they will think we are just responsible only for the numbers, right? Where they have to be remembered very well. You're responsible for not only producing the numbers, but also producing the quality numbers. QA team, you should be responsible for not stopping the product or the process. You are here to support them to speed up the process. That is the message.
Here's some question. Why some products are failing at applications? How do you prevent it? What are the most effective tools for prevention, since it is better than a cure?
Yes, of course, it's very easy to answer this question. FMEA, failure mode effective analysis. You have to do the design failure mode effective analysis to identify the design failures. Then you have to do the failure mode effective analysis for the process level, and then the system level, system FMEA. Though you are doing all these things, it is very important thing to follow up the things and adhere to these standards. Otherwise, no meaning to do all these FMEAs and everything if your team members or your responsible people are not following it, right? So you have to inculcate that culture in their mindset. They should follow it up. We are paying for them to follow it and do the production. Right? That's all.
This is it. Question is, what are the recommendations for quality in building in the process without quality check?
Yes, I think throughout the presentation I have explained this thing only. So this it should be a quality in build, right? Not the product you can't check. So it should start from the design stage. It should start from selecting the suppliers, selecting the materials, selecting the machineries, right? Selecting the people. Right, so that's how we have to get this built-in quality system, right? You can't do of course you can't do this in checking. To do that, actually you have to initiate these processes. You can start these FMEAs, you can start these measurement system analysis systems, right? So then these TQM tools, there's this daily work management, then the frequent measuring systems, right? First product approval system, then the change control systems, everything you can do to avoid this thing and get into the building quality.
Okay, I think we talked about a little bit the customer complaints. So how to manage, yeah.
Yeah, it is very important topic. I love to answer this question. Customer complaints. I know some companies they are giving to get the customer complaint zero. A target to the quality manager. Customer complaint should be zero. It is very wrong target, right? You have to get the customer complaints, right? The customer feedback for the improvements, right? But only thing, you have to resolve it with the limited time period. For the angry customer, you can't keep waiting him for days and days. Then his anger level will be more and more, right? Then you have to have a proper system to resolve the customer complaint. You should have SOP. You should have the SLA, service level agreements. This, if you get the OE customer complaint, original equipment manufacturers complaint from their assembling line, how you resolve that complaint. From your regular customer, how you resolve that complaint. From your distributor, how you resolve that complaint. Likewise, you should have the proper SOP and also the policy. What is your guarantee and warranty policy, right? So how you give that? I know that tire industry, we know, we are giving 100% replacement for the early failures tires, premature failures, right? But if some tire running and we are paying, we are settling off with the threadbare percentage, right? So for some complaints, that is handling complaint, no? But that is only we are doing the things to keep the customers with us. But only thing, you have to find the root cause why these complaints are coming, and you have to give the solution for that. Otherwise, these complaints solving will be not ending process. It is actually, it will be not ended, right? So you have to identify proper customer complaint procedure. Then you have to analyze what are the repetitive complaints. So then you should do the proper problem solving for that, and then you should keep the customer with you by giving some corrective actions, some containment action, right? For that, you should have a responsible person for this thing, centralized person, right? Then you can use the app to collect the complaints. Then in that complaint, that app, all the complaints can be recorded, right? So then easily we can give the complaints to the responsible party, and then actually with the AT methodology we can solve the customer complaint, right?
So more here. Integrating ISO 9000 procedures into zero defect system, your suggestions.
Yes, of course, right? That is actually the ISO 9001 system, even talking about the preventive approach, right? Preventive approach. This days ISO 9001 2015 is talking about the preventive approach. Okay? In the preventive approach, you can do this FMES, right? And also this product approval systems, right? This control plans, or those things you can do. So ISO 9000 is not limiting you to avoid this zero defect system. Whatever tools I discussed here, you can incorporate it to your ISO 9001 system.
I think there is one point I want to comment here is that, a lot of times we prepare the SOPs, right? The procedures, but people don't read them again. They prepare it just for the recording and documentation purpose. And do you see that issue in industry?
Yes, of course, Pedro. That is again, that SOP should not prepare in the classroom, right? You have to go to the shop floor and get their involvement to prepare the SOPs, the users' involvement. Then they will feel it, oh, this SOP made by us,
yeah,
right? So they also will be pride on that also. Then actually they will definitely follow it up. And also by normally the quality team or the production team, if they think this SOP as an ornament and then they just only hang on the shop floor, it will not cater to your requirement, right? SOP should be readable. SOP should be in a usable use. I mean the others real workstation, right? To easy accessible, and also SOP should be trained, and required hands-on support should be given to the users. That's how SOP should be implemented.
That's well said. That's well said. This is very important. So a lot of times you see stuck in the book, nice booklet and stuck in the shelf only, you know.
Actually, it should be live document, Vera. Once you get the customer complaint, once you find the solution actually, then that SOP should be updated.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Your control plan should be updated. Your FMEs should be updated. So SOP it should be a live document. It should not kept in the corner, right? By putting the nice box and putting nice cover and all.
That's true. That's true. Well said. Yeah. There's one question here. How do you see the role of artificial intelligence in a TQM or zero defect system?
Yeah. Actually, I'm not much capable giving this thing. Regarding this artificial intelligence, I'm not practitioner of the artificial intelligence yet, right? But especially in this zero defect system, right? The TQM event, this artificial intelligence do a lot of things, especially when we talk about this Poka-Yoke. Poka-Yoke can incorporate to the artificial intelligence. It happens also, right? In automobile industry, especially in the automobile industry, and again this space, aerospace, and this medical industry, right? So it happens also, especially to generate, prevent generating defects, and then the detecting the defects. This artificial intelligence can be used.
Because there's a lot of changes in technology in terms of the data management and also monitoring. I think there's everybody should utilize this new developments on artificial intelligence or IoT. Yeah, right. So
and also this SPC, statistical process controlling, right? That data gathering and data analyzing, actually we can do, and we can get the output through the artificial intelligence. That is very much incorporated, right? Very much interlinked. Yeah.
And also the same as a DOE, also design of experiments.
DOE, design of experiment. Yes, of course. Yes.
Yeah. So there's a lot of tools there that you really can utilize it, you know. So yeah.
Correct.
Mrs. Sakunthala, it's a fantastic session, and that's all the questions we have for now today. And I think it's a very useful session, and a lot of learning for the industry to implement, you know, in terms of how to go about the zero defect. Not only just on the document, but changing the culture, changing the mindset in a positive, being a positive personality. I think that a lot can be done. And whether you're SME or whether it is a large scale industry, you have given excellent information with the tools and ideas, you know, approach to follow. And thank you very much, you know, for today's session on this Sri Lanka Spotlight. Before I let you go, I want you to explain more about, you do offer training programs for the industry or for the manufacturing sector. Maybe can you elaborate what kind of training programs that you offer to the industry, how to go about it, if they like somebody wanted to take your assistance, you know, implementing this, please elaborate on that.
Yeah, Param, actually, currently I have my own institute called Institute of Total Quality Solutions. I need to focus more on this quality, inculcating this quality concept, especially zero defect mindset. So I see a lot of gap, especially in engineers in our industry. Though they have knowledge on their technical subjects, this quality tools, they should get more and more knowledge. So for that, actually, I am giving some training program for APQP, Advanced Product Quality Planning, this statistical process controlling, and then the lean green belt, lean yellow belt, then Six Sigma green belt, yellow belt, and also TQM, TPM, SMED, single means exchange of dice, and also customer care excellence, goal setting process, the policy work management, and the performance management systems. Actually, these are some these are some established programs, and also wherever they require any customized program, we can do that also.
Yeah. So yeah, all the programs that you suggest are talking about is very important for the industry. Quality is not a quality. Quality is a cost. If you maintain the good quality, you make a profits. If you maintain poor quality, you lose money. As simple as that, right? And you must have the systems to follow. All the courses. People should utilize it. You are a resource person in Sri Lanka, so make sure everybody who is participating in this session utilizing your knowledge and for the benefit of their own company. Thank you very much, Sakunthala ji. It's very nice meeting today. I'm really happy that I hosted this session today on talking about the zero defect mindset in manufacturing. Personally, I learned a lot. I believe that all the participants have learned a lot, and and also this gets recorded. I'm expecting a lot of people will view it later on, and they get benefit out of it. Once again, thank you. Big thank you to you.
Okay, Param. Actually, thank you as a coordinator today. Actually, you have done a wonderful job, and also I have to give my special thanks to Dr. Cicera and Ms. Yugantha. Connecting me for this today's session. I also enjoyed actually. Our knowledge is not for us actually. It is for the country. It is for the world, right? Then my final message is get very good brake system,
Yes.
right? Then you can speed up your vehicle. Then happy journey. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, guys, that's the session with Mrs. Sakunthala. She's the main director of the Institute of Total Quality Solutions. She talked to us about the zero defect mindset in manufacturing. I'm sure and believe that you learn a lot, and please be in touch with her if you need her assistance, to improve your quality systems in your company. That's all for now. Thank you for joining this session today. And if you need any comments or if you have any suggestions, any remarks, reach out to me. We'll be happy to improve it in the next episode. And see you in the next episode. Thank you all. Bye bye for now. Sorry. Thank you, Ji. Thank you. Bye bye for now.